Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world. My name is Sifu Bryan. I'm a Northern Prairie Mantis Conflict teacher with over 30 years experience. It is the 29th of January 2023. Welcome to my quote of the day. Let's get straight to it. A life doesn't become truth. Wrong doesn't become right, and evil doesn't become good just because it's accepted by a majority. Rick Warden. Very, very true. And this is a really good quote. You know, a lie doesn't become truth. Wrong doesn't become right, and evil doesn't become good just because it's accepted by a majority. And I could definitely relate to that with some information that I've come across lately. This is a little bit of a heavy one, so pre-warning, this is a little bit of a heavy one, but I think it's got to be said, and it's got to, I would like this to be looked at and investigated properly. Now, a doctor has come up, Dr. Naomi Wolf. She was basing it on the findings of a Dr. Chandler. Now, he found 9 months, 9 months of a rollout of these jabs. 9 months following the rollout, there was a substantial drop in birth rates seen in 13 to 19 European countries. Also England, Wales, Australia and Taiwan. He found that the decline of birth in Switzerland and the largest decline in 150 years. A steeper decline than during two World War Wars, greater than the Depression, and the wide rollout of available birth control. There was an 8.3% drop in the birth rate in Germany. A quarter of 2022, England and Wales had a 12% birth rate drop. Through June 2022, which our government in the UK stopped publishing data relating to this, Taiwan also reported a birth rate drop. Australia birth rate drop fell 21% from October to November 2021, followed by a 63% decrease from November to December 2021. Again, in our country in 2022, young men deaths went up by 20% in 2022. Children from 0 to 12 deaths went up by 20%. By 28%. And miscarriages even more. Now, I have to say, if this was animals, people would have been saying there has to be an investigation and so forth. But because it's related to these jabs, people are just reluctant to say it could be related to that. But myself and a lot of people around the world have been saying for the longest of time these things were not safe, and now we've been proven to be correct. You know, what was conspiracy theory is now conspiracy fact. I saw a video of a Pfizer director who is very high up in the company. He got exposed by an undercover journalist, and basically this guy, he's like I said, he's a top CEO, and he let out everything basically in that meeting. He was in a bar, and he told this undercover journalist all their dirty little tricks, what they did with the so-called vaccines. Now, when the guy found out that he well, when the journalists revealed to him that he's an undercover journalist and he's been filming him, this guy went berserk. And the actual video went viral, and it went 33 million people worldwide saw this video before they scrubbed it from the internet. They scrubbed it off Google. So these vaccine companies are very, very powerful, because if they can go and tell a big company like Google, scrap it, these pharmaceutical companies are very, very powerful. So they try to scrub off all his social media footprints, trying to basically delete the guy like he's never existed. And then the guy was saying that, oh, I was joking and I was just trying to impress the guy. But the details this guy gave, it was too detailed, and it made a lot of sense. And I'm sorry, I'm being very sketchy, because like I said, they've been scrubbing anyone that talks about it. They've been scrubbing it. Now, for me, that's not great, because that to me, we're supposed to be in a I can never say that word, in a country of so-called free speech, which has seemed to have gone, and we seem to be living under tyranny and under communism, which is not good, because the war was fought about this. You know, World War One, World War Two, soldiers died for us to live free and to have a free expression, free speech. But all that has just now been trampled on. But I do believe there should really be a full investigation and independent investigation. For over the 2 years, these governments have been saying, oh, we care about you, it's about you, it's about your safety. Really, I think it's about the profits. That's what I think it's about. And all these governments that were doing all these things, pushing these jabs, are now being found to have shares in these companies. So it stinks. Basically, it stinks. But there should be an investigation in this. But I'm gonna read this quote one more time. A lie doesn't become truth. Wrong doesn't become right, and evil doesn't become good just because it's accepted by a majority. Rick Warden. And that quote is so true, so true. But yeah, that's my quote for today, and my little insight of what I found out over the weeks. And yeah, you know, like they say, the truth would always manifest itself. You know, truth is truth, lies is lies, and like cream, it always rises to the top. So, you know, let's see what happens. But anyway, thank you very much for listening to my quote of the day, and listen to me waffling on and so forth. Don't forget to like, share and comment, and share your experiences and so forth. We do know that 500,000 UK citizens has reported on the yellow card system their vaccine injuries, or the ones that have bothered to report it. There's probably a lot more. But people need to come forward and really be honest and truthful of what's been happening. So there we go. But anyway, guys, take care. Stay blessed.